Hey all, Johnny Mullet here with another update on the bus build. Just wanted to get a few things straightened out. If you remember the shower test, I had some water leaks going on. So I decided to take care of that once and for all. And if you notice, I got my new sticker from Amazon. Turbo Turtle. Perfect match for the bus. It is a turbo turtle. It's turbocharged, but it's a turtle. Anywho, let's go on inside here. As you see, I have the garden hose stretched out from the house. And it is on right now. And if you remember last time, I had a pretty good leak right here. And this instant propane water heater had two different fittings. And what I had in there at the first installation was the female fitting. I switched it to the male fitting. So now we're switched up to the male fitting. What this allowed me to do is, if I can eliminate any leaks going into here, I don't care what happens outside the bus. So I put the male fitting on so I could use a standard washing machine hose. Now, instead of trying to screw a hose into here, this hose will remain permanently attached, and I can just hook my garden hose up down here. If there's any leaks down there or missing O-ring or whatever, I don't care. It's on the ground. It's not inside my bus. So, no more water leaks. We are good to go here. A little bit right there. Give that a little bit more of a snug while there's pressure on it. There. I don't think she's going to leak now. All right, let's go test it out. I'm going to, let's see. Let's turn on the propane. I did test the connection here with soapy water. There is no leak. I have batteries in here. Let's go on in and test out the shower, make sure there's no leaks inside there. I spent a lot of time in here cleaning this floor. It's getting to the point where it's going to be a shoes off bus because it gets dirty in here really fast. Anybody who has a bus conversion, they know that. But anywho, the propane is on. The water is on. Nothing leaking in here. So let's turn this shower on and see what we got. Okay, the shower's running. It should be getting hot here real quick. Oh yeah, she's already hot. Oh yes. How nice. Good deal. Shut her off. And no leaks. Even if there was a small leak right there, who cares? Cool. I'll show you something else I did. Well, I'm sorry. The wife did a little bit of decorating. She put these little crate things in, you know, I don't know, towel holders, I guess. We were going to hang them on the wall, but we decided to go for the clock. It's weird, that clock is incorrect. It's probably about noon, not 6. Brand new battery in there too. One other thing to look at. But anyway, it really matches the decor that we got going on in here. You know, with the colors, so I like it. It looks good. Alright, now that the shower test is done, I'm going to show you one more thing I did. Real quick. If you see that switch with the red right here, that used to be the strobe light on the roof, and since I'm not using that, I decided to use that switch for something else. And you guys remember the backup camera install that I did last time? And at nighttime, it was really hard to see backing up because the backup lights on this bus were not very bright. Well, the emergency door is open, so when I turn this key on, this thing's going to start buzzing. So never mind that real quick. Let me do this. Okay, And let's go out back. And as you see now, I have a backup light right there in the bumper. Okay, I had to shut the key off. That was really annoying. I was going to disconnect that buzzer for the buzzer, but you know what? For the back door, emergency door, but I decided no, because I want to know if that door is open, and I can't see back there except to the camera. I also found out I can store a lot of stuff back here in this unused space. I don't know if you can see back here. Probably not. There are 3 fold-up chairs standing upright. Let me show you. And they fit perfect. So those are wooden fold-up chairs. And I got 3 of those jammed back in there. So that's a good use of space there. Awesome possum. Okay, so all I got to do now is go ahead and shut that water hose off, shut the propane off, and finish up back there. And the shower is completely done now. I mean, the original shower test video, there was water leaks and issues, and I really didn't want to mess with that. So I'm glad those issues are now resolved. It's nice to have that washing machine hose in place, so I don't have to worry about any water leaking inside the bus. It's nothing that nobody wants, you know? So water in the bus is a bad thing. We got no water leaks back here. The shower worked well. None of the water was actually hitting the floor or going anywhere where you didn't want it to go. So that's pretty cool. I don't have a whole lot for you this week. I just wanted to touch bases on finishing up the shower and my reverse light, so at nighttime I can see when I'm backing up with the camera. So I did test it out last night. It worked out pretty good. I was very happy with it. And I don't understand why more people don't use this method I have here for blocking off the windows. These truck mud flaps are the shit. And it's just a plastic mud flap from a truck. And you can actually double these up, and they just fit right in your frame. And you can literally block off a whole window if you want. I mean, what we do when we're boondocking, like we did over the weekend, is the sun was setting on this side of the bus. So I moved that mud flap and that mud flap over to this side to block the sun from coming into the bus. And it worked out really good. So if anybody frames their windows and they're looking for a good way to, you know, hide the cabinetry work or hide the walls, I think these are a great idea, especially if you frame. So the old black mud flap, what a great idea, right? And it's so easy to just, you know, stick it in the slot, give it a bend, drop it down in there, and there you go. I have one on the bottom of every single window, and I have a full mud flap blocking off behind the pantry and blocking off behind the refrigerator. The only window that does not have one is this back one, because it's really nice to wake up in the morning, slide that curtain open, and be like, look at that beautiful sunrise, or check out those trees, or you know what I mean? It's nice to have a full window right there by the bed. It's really inviting. It's really nice. So I'm very happy with that. We also got a dog gate. We took the dogs with us. They like to fight a lot. 2 male dogs, you know, and they're like territorial and shit. And the last couple times we brought them into the bus, they wanted to fight. So I got this gate, and this gate works really nice. We just block off the back section of the bus, and this way we're not using this door, because, you know, if you use the door to block it off, then, you know, the poor little dog's back here all by himself and don't know what's going on. It's not fair. So it's much nicer to have the gate, and we just put that gate between the stove and that wall right there where the refrigerator is, and it works perfect. So no problems there. We're very happy with that. We got to test that out over the weekend. No fighting. So the dogs did really well. What we've been doing is every weekend since the bus was painted, we've been going boondocking here and there and testing everything out, making sure we're good to go for our trip to Skoolie Palooza in January, and bringing the dogs with us. The first time was a nightmare. They were fighting constantly, and it's, the gate's going to work well. We got to get them accustomed to the bus. Now, it's going to work out. No matter what, it's going to happen. So we're going to take the pups with us, and damn it, they're going to have a good time. Anywho, I don't want to bore you guys too much with what's going on. So I think I touched bases on pretty much I wanted to touch bases with on the shower water leak and the backup camera light. I do have one more light left. I might put dual lights back there instead of the single. Another thing that's nice about the light, at nighttime when that thing is on, it'll blind you. If you're in a car behind me and you're like high beaming me or whatever, that light's going to blind your ass. Trust me, I already tested it out last night. So that's the update for this episode of Mullet Skoolie Build. I hope you enjoyed. We will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.